ancient Aztecs, Mexico is the next destination. In Mexico City, or La Ciudad de Mexico, in the official language of Spanish, where you'll first be landing, you'll want to visit the famous Basilica to Our Lady of Guadalupe first. It is renowned for having had the ghostly apparition of the biblical figure, the Virgin Mary, appear to onlookers, beckoning them to build the shrine. After a long day of walking around the city, you want to rest and grab a bite to eat. Try tacos, a dish which has been stimulously diffused around the world, but still remains the best at the hearth. Afterwards, head outside the city to a cenote. Cenotes are sinkholes filled with water that are very common in Mexico. Some have stairwells leading downwards so that tourists and locals alike can take a dip. If you're looking for more excitement than that, a trek through the thick foliage will lead you to many ancient temples, such as Chichen Itza. In a celebratory mood, plan your trip around Mexican Independence Day on September 16th, where you'll find flag bearers and dancers parading down every street. Hasta luego!
Welcome to Paris, France, the capital and primate city of France and city of love. In case you're hungry after your flight, go to a cafe. You'll find local foods like croissants and baguettes. Oh, and you might have seen it on your flight. The Eiffel Tower, plain as day just west of the city center, has the heart of chic culture. Fashion Week is a big event for Parisians, so make sure to plan your trip around that. Don't forget to also visit landmarks like Notre Dame. Notre Dame is a key religious site with towering Gothic architecture. Thrill seekers might also want an adventure in the catacombs, deep below the city surface, where the dead have been buried for years. Ooh la la!
This is Japan. The best time to arrive is around the new year, January 1st. This is one of the most important holidays in the country, especially in Tokyo. There's many dishes to choose from when considering what to eat, but sushi, a staple, is probably where it's best to start. Traveling out of the capital will let you see the religious side of Japan, with grand temples like the Buddhist Toyokawa Inari Shrine. Southwest of Tokyo, adventurers will want to hike Mount Fuji, a dormant volcano and the tallest mountain in Japan. If you prefer history, though, a trip to the Hiroshima Peace Memorial is worth it. It acts as a stark reminder of a violent past dedicated to a peaceful future. With respectful observation, as with all places, you'll have a fun time in Japan.
Brazil is teeming with life. From its citizens on the streets to its lush Amazon rainforest, many travel to this South American country just to have an outdoor adventure in the jungle. If you're a city slicker, though, you'll prefer to stay within the confines of cities like Rio de Janeiro. When first wandering the streets, you'll see the brightly painted favelas, Brazilian shantytowns on the periphery of the city. When visiting Brazil, it's best to visit around the Carnival season in order to get the best of your experience. You'll see many dancers performing in parades such as these beautiful ladies. Rio de Janeiro is famous for its iconic Christ the Redeemer statue, which is a religious site that overlooks the city. Brazil as a whole is famous for its love of football, so visiting stadiums like Maracanã Stadium is perfect for the full experience. When looking for something to eat, try feijoada, the national dish of Brazil. If that's less your taste, I'm sure we'll find something that suits you. After all, there's so much to see and do in Brazil.
Deep in the desert, the resting place of one of the most well-known ancient civilizations is Egypt. In the capital of Cairo, situated along the Nile River, you'll find the pyramids on the city's periphery. If you crave a trek outside, the Sphinx is also not so far away. If you visit during early spring, you have the chance to experience Egypt's Shami Nissim. This holiday is very similar to Easter, but it's held to celebrate the beginning of spring instead. During your travels, make sure to get a taste of kebab, which is a popular dish in the region. Voyaging further down the Nile will land you in Luxor, the former home of the pharaohs. There you can find cultural sites like the Temple of Karnak and the Valley of Kings and Queens. Be careful though, as Egypt is a less developed country with a tourist-focused economy, meaning that crime and pickpocketing is quite high. hiring local tour guides is a good way to contribute both to ecotourism and personal safety. There's so much to see, you'll be coming back time and time again. See you soon!